man thought for a moment, and the storytellers, author's proposal made him insult because he was a man of principles. He didn't agree to take more money from them. Authoritatively, he said that he is ready to sell his house and land for $1,200 only. The author argued, but the old man was not ready to accept more money. Finally, he signed the deed and took the money, and then he shook hands all around, put on his rag gloves, took his stick, and walked out with the boy behind him. A month later, the buyers renovated the house and orchard and they moved there to live. But the children of the village were overrunning their property. They came every day and played under the trees, built little play fences around them, and took blossoms. When they were spoken to, they only laughed and talked back good naturedly in Spanish. Buyers warned them. This complaint came back to the office. To solve the problem, the lawyer sent a messenger to call Don Anselmo. It took a week to arrange the meeting. When he arrived, he repeated his previous preliminary performance. The problem was discussed. He wore the same faded cutaway, carried the same stick, and was accompanied by the boy again. He shook hands all around, sat down with the boy behind his chair, and talked about the weather. Finally, storyteller broached the subject. Don Anselmo, about the ranch here. Ranch means farm. You sold to these people, he asked the old man, being the most respected man of the village. Why couldn't he stop the children from doing so? The buyers might enjoy their new home in peace. After hearing, Don Anselmo replied that he sold his property to them because they were good people, but he didn't sell them the trees in the orchard. This was bad. Don Anselmo, storyteller, pleaded. When one signs a deed and sells real property, one sells also everything that grows on that land, and those trees, every one of them are on the same land and inside the boundaries of what you sold.